So what we've got here is a Launch X431 Master, some kind of Wizzo communication device for your car. Volkswagen Golf, and the ECU ODB2 thing is located under this panel here, and I'm going to use this port to connect them up. So I'm going to plug that in. The Launch says it has power. Okay. Keys in the ignition, and I'm hitting the power button on the Launch. And we're just waiting for it to warm up. Can you get a bit closer, please, Luke? Okay, so the Launch is just warming up. Ask you if you want to calibrate the screen. Don't bother, just let it go. There we go, initializing system. Okay. There is a stylus if you want to use it, but I don't see the point, basically. Start, GD scan. And then start the software. This Launch is actually being powered by the car at the moment. I'm going to choose Volkswagen, but if I page down, you'll see it has just about every useful manufacturer there is. And you also have an ODB2 functionality, so if you cannot talk to the vehicle, you can use the ODB2 for more basic communications. So I'll choose Volkswagen, and the latest firmware at the moment is 2571. So what it's going to actually do now, when it says resetting smart box, checking smart box, it's actually loading up the Volkswagen codes into its little memory. Okay. And what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to start the car. Or I could put the ignition on, but I'm going to start it for this one. And this car does have a fault, which is the airbag tensioner warning, as you can see on the dashboard. And it's saying it's not active. So let's go to control modules. Airbags maybe, I guess. And it's saying please choose the ODB16 connector, which obviously I have plugged in. I'm guessing they're expecting you to plug it in afterwards. And there we go, airbag fault, tells you the service station that did it, and it's giving me the option to print that information out should I want to. So I can read the fault codes on any vehicle, and it's saying here airbag passenger side switched off, which is correct because there was a baby in the car. It cost, I believe it cost £100 from Volkswagen for them to electronically turn off that airbag, and that doesn't include them turning it back. It'll cost another £100 for them to turn it back on. So I can obviously clear any fault codes that a vehicle has, so whether it's got a turbo fault, whatever, clear the codes, take the car for a drive, get some live readings for this, and then see what fault codes actually appear on the vehicle. If I page down, chassis number adjustment. Well, there's an interesting one. I wonder what we do with that. Crikey. It's nice and easy to use, this unit. It's not difficult to get used to. And you can just run a full systems check. Special functions include service light reset. So if you've just serviced the vehicle, you could just go in here and reset the service interval on the vehicle because it's all handled electronically. Job done. You can also reset the airbags, and there are, I'm guessing, 2 main airbags and possibly some side airbags in this vehicle. I'm not going to reset anything. It's quite easy to use at the end of the day. You can understand why UK dealers of these Launch X431s ask for so much money for them. I picked this one up as a Russian market release for, and I should point it out there, without looking at my serial number, you can see there, Russian market release. And I picked this one up for about £1,000 with all the software on it, and no, it's not cracked software. I've actually been on the X431 website with my own username, my own password, and I've got a year's worth of updates. So all these people saying you should only buy the UK version, that's true if you've got £3,000 to spend, but I think spending £1,000 on something like this from a trusted source means that I can take care of most of the electronics on my vehicles and my friends' vehicles, and if it's 10 airbags that need shutting off, it's made its money back. The nice thing with this unit is if you're not sure where the socket is on the vehicle, it will actually point it out on the screen, so you don't have to look it up on the internet, which is kind of cool. So if you can see on screen, rev the engine up a little, 2000 RPM, 2400. Engine coolant's at 75 degrees C. Lambda probe sensors live. Page down. It's going to take us to the second set of readings for whatever basic group functions, like the mass airflow meter. Airbag deactivate, activate procedure. Wow! I can print the procedure. I love this because it's a thermal printer. You just put paper into it and it just burns the procedure on there. Okay, so I'm really happy with that. Thanks very much, Launch. You've just told me how to do my job. Right, let's see if we can follow these instructions. Airbags. Seems that 03 according to this. I need to get into adaptation or something. God damn it. Paper is just not very good. If it was on my bloody iPhone, I'd be able to do this in like seconds. No, gotta give me a piece of paper. Look at me faffing with it. I just can't believe it. It's in my way. This is the boring bit again, whilst the launch machine does its whole communication. I think this is where the mechanic gets a cup of tea, I think.